Hello YouTube, Cody here with another video review, this time of the Motorola Droid 2 Global Edition from Verizon Wireless. Came out just a couple of weeks ago and I got it. Main reason I got this over the Droid 2 or the Droid X is the global capability of this phone. It has a GSM radio in it and comes with a Verizon SIM card, so you can go overseas to Europe or Australia, Asia, anywhere in the world this phone will work. You're not going to go to Europe and get no service. As far as the global plans go, calling and texting are pretty expensive. If you're looking into doing that, it might not be the best thing. But Verizon has a data package that is $65 a month for unlimited international roaming data. So if you go on like a 2-week or a month vacation to Europe, you can get unlimited data for $65, which is just a little over double what you pay here in the US, which is $30 a month. So those are the reasons you would maybe want the global edition if you have plans to travel or think you might be traveling and would want a phone. That would be the reason to get the global. Taking a tour of the phone here, you have your menu, home, back, search. Top you have your lock, headphone, USB and charger, microphone there on the bottom, a dedicated camera button, and volume buttons. Phone also has a nice slide out keyboard that I came from a BlackBerry and it took a little while to get used to, but now I'm just fine at typing. It's pretty quick, has lots of good keys on there. Good shortcut keys, you have arrow keys, stuff like that. You've got your speaker there, and there are LEDs in there for when you have notifications. Kind of like on the BlackBerry with the red LED, this one's green. When I first got the phone, I found it really easy to get used to using it. You just slide there to unlock, and then you've got your screens here. If you've used an iPod Touch or an iPhone before, Android is really similar. Comes preloaded with Android 2.2, which has Flash support in the browser. I can show you that a little later in the video. It actually works really well. Android allows you to customize all these icons any way you want. If you press and hold, you can drag anything around. You can drag to the next screen over if you'd like. You can go to a blank screen and hold down, and then you've got widgets. Like, you've got your calendar widget, date and time, toggle switches. Works really nicely. So now we'll just do a little demo of some of the web browsing you can do on here. Let's see, we'll go to Google here, and it's loading up on 3G nice and fast. Usually. Let's see, we'll do just a flash demo here. I'll go to Badger, a video that used to be pretty popular. And we will see how quickly this loads up and how smooth the video plays. And as you can see, this video is playing just fine. That is a .swf file playing on a mobile device. Screen looks real nice for stuff like this too. For text input, you can use this keyboard. You have this keyboard or the slide out keyboard, so you have 3 options. And actually, this keyboard, the vertical one, does allow you to have a swipe function, which I tried out and I just found it really difficult to use, so I've never really experimented with it, but if you like that, it does have it. You also get Google's voice recognition, which works really well. We'll just do a quick test here. This is a test of the Google voice recognition. And look at that, it got it right first try. The phone has a built-in GPS. I've used it in the car before with the navigation app. It works real nicely. You can just speak the destination and it'll just, before you know it, it starts showing you how to get there. So I found that really cool. I do have this rooted, which means you can use certain apps called like wireless tether, where you tether out your 3G network to a Wi-Fi. Menus work really nicely. The Android market has a lot of apps that you might find on iPod Touches or iPhones for Android. We'll just see here, if you go to apps, all apps, top free apps, you've got Gmail, Pandora, Google Maps, Google Reader, Flash Player, Facebook, Weather, YouTube, Barcode Scanner, Google Earth, Sky Map, NFL Mobile. Just do a quick demo of the camera here. Just hold the key and it loads up. The camera works pretty well. You might think, well, it's only 5 megapixels, the Droid X has an 8, but I mean the quality is about the same. Just because it's 8, the picture is going to be bigger, but not necessarily even look much better. The video camera, though, is better on the Droid X. It is HD, and this is not HD. It's what they call DVD quality. It works. It's kind of like just if your regular handheld point and shoot camera, how that would take video. It's 30 frames a second. Pretty reasonable quality for a cell phone video camera. I haven't made a whole lot of calls with this phone, but the few I've had have sounded completely perfect, better than my BlackBerry did. Voice sounded clear. Nobody complained about how I sounded on their end. I was actually pretty surprised the first time somebody called me how good it sounded. So voice quality is just fine. Overall, I'd say if you're looking for a device that is like the iPhone, but you want Verizon and the iPhone's not on Verizon just yet, this is a good choice. But if you're not interested in global capabilities, you might want to consider the X. The X has a bigger screen and doesn't have the keyboard, but some people like the big screen. It looks kind of cool. It looks kind of like the Sprint Evo, so people like that. This and the Droid X are pretty much the two phones at the top of Verizon's lineup right now. So if you're looking for the best phone on Verizon, best smartphone that you can do a lot with, either this or the Droid X is a really good way to go. One more thing I could mention is battery life. Battery life on this is, if all you do with it is stick it in your pocket and go to school and text every once in a while, maybe go on the internet a little while, battery life will last you all day easily. But if you go on the market and download a whole bunch of apps and play a bunch of games, you're going to kill the battery pretty quickly and need to charge it. So for most day-to-day use, it will last you the whole day, which is usually all people really need. So battery life is pretty good.